A reporter asked Thomas Edison one time, "How does it feel to have failed 1,000 times while inventing the light bulb?" Thomas Edison said to him, "I didn't fail 1,000 times. It simply took me 1,000 steps to get to that destination." How about you? Can you relate to that at all? Have you grown discouraged or frustrated or extremely down because of the circumstances that you find yourself in? Because of the events that have happened to you, whether it's losses or adversity or disappointments or unmet expectations or any number of things in our lives that really can create a weight and create this feeling of life has failed us. We've failed ourselves. Others have failed us. Well, I want to encourage you today that there is another way to look at this, and I think we can learn this from Thomas Edison. 3 simple things I want to say. Number 1 is when you feel weighted down by life and by the journey that you're on, and you feel like you're stuck and you feel like life is failing, first of all, to frame things differently. To be able to recognize that as long as we're living on the earth, things are not going to go well all of the time. We live on a broken planet. So we can come to expect disappointments, setbacks, failures, things not going the way that we hope they would. And so when they do, instead of fixating on the loss, we're able to think about the journey. Think about the bigger picture, the longer game that we're actually playing or we're a part of, like Thomas Edison could, where he saw things as steps towards a destination. So frame your life as a step-by-step journey through life, and that your life's not defined by any particular event or by where you're at right now. So that's number 1. Frame your life differently with a longer view, with this journey view in mind. Number 2 is focus on the things that you can actually control and that you can actually do. One of the ways that I did this back when I was recovering from my motorcycle accident is after one of my surgeries, I think it was the 4th one, I was very discouraged, very down, and very troubled by what has happened to me. When will this be over? And I had no answers to that. So what I realized was I need to figure out how to live in the moment and make the best use of the days that I had. So I got out a little 3x5 card and I wrote down the 6 things that I could do that day to actually make my life count and make a difference for those around me and use the skills and the capacity that I had while sitting in that chair. So that was me focusing on the things that I could control and doing the things that actually mattered, not only for me, but then could matter for others. So frame your life differently, focus on what you can do. And number 3, find friends to walk those steps with you. We cannot do this alone. You cannot endure hardship alone. You can't grieve alone. You can't go through life all alone and thrive and be your best self. So find empathetic witnesses, those that will hear your story and be able to share life together. And that will help those steps become more meaningful and help you to feel so you're not alone on the journey we call life. Frame things differently. Focus on what you can do and control. And find some friends to walk with you. And as you do that, instead of seeing life as failing you, you're able to see it as these were, especially looking back, these were the 1,000 steps that I had to take to get to where I was going. Have a great day. Thanks for listening.